Right now at 6, streaming live on CBS News Los Angeles, breaking news in San Pedro. You're looking live from Sky 2, where a mass shooting left 7 people hurt, 2 critically, at a popular park. Good evening, everyone. I'm Ross Palumbo.
And I'm Leslie Marin. We know gunfire erupted at Peck Park, which is on Western Avenue and Summerlin Avenue. It happened just a couple hours ago.
CBS 2's Lori Perez is live at the scene with the very latest. And Lori, Chief Moore just telling me a few moments ago that they are still going through that large group of people in the park where they were there for a car show. What are you seeing there?
Yeah, that's what we're watching. We're at the park entrance at the corner of Western and Crestwood, and I'll show you behind me. You can see just a mass of first responders, responders from the LA Fire Department, from LAPD, from Port Police, from the Sheriff's Department, and also you'll see this line of cars. You see a lot of the souped-up cars. That is from that car show that you mentioned. These people are slowly being let out. This park has been in lockdown as investigators have been wanting to speak to everyone who was in the park at the time, identify them, make sure that they're okay and that they're not involved in any way in the shooting before letting them go. So we've been watching these cars slowly going out. People are describing a very chaotic scene with this incident playing out across several areas in this park, starting at a baseball field, then continuing through other parts, at least 1 or 2 other parts of the park. Again, as you mentioned, at least 7 injured civilians, 4 men and 3 women. At least 3 of those patients are confirmed to have sustained gunshot injuries. Lots of people in the park, not only for that car show, as you mentioned, but we spoke with a young man who said the baseball game that was happening is something called the Community Youth Association. And it's a baseball game that happens apparently every weekend. And it is made up of mostly former gang members. It is an association that is meant to harbor peace between these former gang members. And they were also among those who were victims and also witness to this incident today. Again, this entire park has been shut down as police are talking to everyone who is inside. Also, the city is on a tactical alert, meaning all hands on deck. They have been calling repeatedly for multiple officers to respond to help, not only with talking to the people inside, but also to a mass of people who have been outside, people assembling here, trying to get information. As you can imagine, as information is spreading, people who've had loved ones in the park have been showing up, trying to talk to police or to get any little tidbits they can to make sure that their loved ones are okay. We did talk to a man who knows people inside, and he said that the police were being very thorough, that they were talking to people and making sure that everyone was okay, both emotionally and physically. So a massive scene here still playing out. It's unclear to us whether or not the suspects, which could be, we've heard as many as 3, are in custody. I did mention and during the 5 o'clock newscast that on our way down here, we were on the other edge of the park, and we were stopped by an LAPD officer who told us to be careful because it was his understanding that there were still suspects outstanding and that they were wearing body armor, so he wanted us to be safe. It's unclear to us the status of the suspects at this point, but as you mentioned, Chief Moore and the officers here on the scene have been telling us that they're gathering information. They want to make sure they get everything right, everything confirmed before they can share it with us. But we are in the spot where they are going to have a press conference to share with us the very latest details on what happened here today and what is continuing to happen in terms of looking to figure out how it happened and who might be involved. For now, we are live in San Pedro, guys. Back to you.